Shalom, shalom, Sister Deborah, prophetess in the wilderness. And you know what? That's all right with me. Coming again on this Deborah platform with another message. And I will say this is a lovely day in which the Most High Yah has made. And I, Sister Deborah, share and I will rest therein. In the state of Missouri, there is a lot of damage toward our streets, even throughout the snow and the winter weather. They are refusing to do the repairs. But with me, that's all well. It does a damage toward people's transportation, their cars. And I know that it's going to cause many to make a lot of money off of people having to get new tires, wheel alignment, wheel balance, all kind of things going on. And they're refusing to do the repairs in spite of all the funds that they are receiving. But what has happened, they are doing a total reset right before our eyes. And we are waiting for them to reset. And they have already reset the whole nation. This whole country has been reset. And the people who think the smartest of the smartest of the smartest here in the United States have not been able to behold the fact that the system has reset their whole lifestyle. So when Sister Deborah is talking about something as basic as the streets not being prepared in this state, is sound real basic, sound real simple, but if you route it spiritual and in truth, it begins to reveal it to you in a clearer setting than what one can see from their own eyes or understand in their own thought pattern or in their own opinion. Okay? And that's what I like about what the Most High has done. Is similar to what a system of this world and Satan, the leader of it, has done. They have reset the whole system in this country. And the people in this country, they still can't behold not one move that they have done to show them that they have reset the whole system in which you live in. They reset everything. When we start to see them destroying cattle and farm crops, destroying everything, getting rid of everything, that's the reset. I'm going to be honest with you, that's not even the beginning of it. The beginning started way back, I believe, in 2008. I'm just saying my account would say in 2008 is when they start resetting. When they start taking all those people foreclosed homes. I know, you didn't know. See, these are the things you'll never know. But you don't care to know because you think life is about whatever you see before you that's pleasing to you. And that's all that is consist of. But guess what? You're walking in the midnight hour and you're walking in it because you don't see no light. You don't see no light. And it's meant for you not to see the light. So don't think something is going according to Sister Deborah eyesight. No, this still is going to rumble my way. My Father has orchestrated it, okay? So the reset is already taking place, just as the great falling away has already taken place. The reset has already took place. And a lot of things has been reset. You just see in the effect. Just like I said, Babylon has already fallen. You just ain't seen with your natural eyes the debris. You just ain't seeing it. And you're not going to. Only time you're going to see it is when you go down with it. Then you'll see it. Just like the flood, they didn't see the rain coming until what? They realized it continued to rain just like it was said unto them. So I just thank the Most High for even just the form of his comforter, comforting me in the midst of my endurance. Because it's real hard. It's hard to, the feeling and the sadness that rests in the endurance. See, the endurance is saying that something you're going to feel in your flesh. He ain't talking about your endurance in your spirit. Even though the endurance is upheld in your spirit, he's saying you're going to endure something in your flesh. The endurance spirit is in your spirit, but something in you is going to go through something, and that's your flesh. So let me say that again for those who miss it, that's going to miss it. The endurance spirit that the Most High ushered into my spirit is not the consequence of the action. It is my flesh being able to feel what's actually taking place and going to take place. My spirit is not going to suffer from it. It's just the endurance spirit is in my spirit to warn me, not just in my spirit because it rests there, but in my flesh, you're going to go through something. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. If you ain't got that, you ain't going to get nothing ever. Okay? So, it's a lot of things that I say, and most of it is spirit and truth. I was listening to Omar, I think that's his name, Omar, a conscious man, melanated man who thinks African, Pan-Africa, and all of that sort of stuff. I'm not into all of that. Never was, never will be. Nor am I a fan of his. Okay? Just, Sister Deborah is so, oops, my phone. Sister Deborah is so, I'm sorry about that. Is so deeply embedded in righteous and in just. So if somebody speaks something that's right and that's just, I embrace that. Because that's who my Father is, right and just. Okay? So because a person speak right and just don't mean they on my Father's side. Okay? Let's set an example. In the Garden of Eden, when Eve and Adam was tempted, notice the serpent said something that was right, but it didn't mean he was representing the righteous one, my Father. When he told Eve, surely you shall not die, that you will become, the part that he was telling her, that you would become more knowledgeable. Is that not what Yah said in the garden to Adam? That once you eat of it, and that's why it was called the part in the midst of knowledge of good and evil. So the serpent said something that was right, but it don't make him righteous. You see? So even though a person says something and you hear somebody saying something, you give them that prompt in what they saying if it is right. I'll be on this devil platform and these people got so much hatred. Let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna be honest with you, and this is how Sister Deborah is feeling this spiritual. The worstest people in the world are those who are on the platform right now, this day. The worstest and wickedest people on the face of the earth today are those that are on this platform. Why? Because they are on here to deceive by great numbers. They chasing a number and a like. They're not chasing your Most High, because he is the spirit and truth. He is get glory and honor and praise for him and not for them. So the biggest, wickedest people on the face of the earth, and I kid you not, are those who are deceiving and manipulating people to gain credit for themselves in such a dark hour. Hallelujah! In such a dark hour as we are in, they should be trying to give all praise and honor to the one that's going to deliver us. Oh no, they're chasing likes and subscribers. They're chasing praise from the people for themselves. So when you're trying to do that, you're trying to do identical what Satan was trying to do in the kingdom. It's to gain glory for himself, honor for himself, likes for himself. And did he? Yes. One third. He won over 1/3. So if you're going to tell me the way the people on these platforms, all of these platforms, what they don't understand, and they get no praise in the midst of the judgment, nor in the face of Yah when that time comes. That is a warning. Okay? That is for sure a warning. So here it is, Satan in the kingdom, in the heavens, with glory, with holy, with our Father, trying to do identical what the people on this devil platform is doing. Trying to gain praise, trying to gain glory, trying to be liked, trying to gain subscribers. Is that not what the Satan did in the kingdom? He didn't want it to be given unto a higher, the Father. He wanted it for himself to the point he even wanted his throne. So believe me. No, don't believe me. Understand spirit and truth, what is righteous. Is that not what they're doing on these platforms? Chasing subscribers and likes and praise for who? Themselves? Those are the demonic spirits. Those are the wicked ones, y'all. Those are the evil one in sheep clothing. That's why they tried to look the road. When you first got into this Hebrew Israelite movement, what everybody was trying to do? Look the road, speak the road, act the road, portray the road. It's a road for what? The ignorance in them, wicked and evil. They had no idea that that's the only role that they were playing, because they were playing the same identical role Satan did in the heavens. You hear a lot of people expounding on how beautiful he was, how he could sing, giving him all this glory. You see? And that, from that standpoint, when you hear people talk like that, is that not what they're doing here? Seeing who's putting out the best message, who's gonna get the most likes, who's gonna get the most subscribers. Oh, if people gonna praise me today, you know what? There's a drop to that. Y'all don't know that, did you? There's a drop to it. When this thing drop, you ain't seen nothing about suicide and depression. The people who have led you in error, caused you to error, they're gonna fall deep down in the pit themselves for the same hole that they dug for you to praise him, to honor them, to strive with him, and to like them, to oversee anything toward my Father. They don't even understand. That's the pit they gonna fall in, the same one they dug. You see? So the reason why that came in, I believe the Father brought that in. That wasn't what I was planning on speaking of, but I salute and honor my most higher that changes my messages the way he desired and according to his will. The reason why that bounces off of what I was going to talk about was the young man called Omar, and he's a Pan-Africa. He speaks of all this thing about black people, and I always felt sad for him because he tried to attack the issue of our children having issues. Our children don't really have those issues. They're lying on our children. I'm a living witness. I'm not a dead prophet. I'm a living one. That means you all got to stand your stanky tails down. Whether you got 1 million likes and subscribers, stand down. You don't know who you clowning with. I'm not the clown. You're the clown. You're the circus clown. You're the one that buy tickets to the devil's circus so that you can clown on it. And you have done an excellent job, having a great deal to do with the great falling away. From what? Spirit and truth. They desire to follow your message over spirit and truth. My Father's spirit and truth. They would prefer to follow you. And y'all said, Deborah, it's okay, baby. It's all well. He had to keep telling me that even to today. Deborah, it's okay. It's all well. And I like that, because that's like a father truly comforting a child, to let him know it's okay. I know that you see it. I know that you feel it. And I know that you understand it. But it's okay. Why? It's been going on for millions of years. It ain't gonna change because you in a dark hour, in a wicked hour. What you think gonna change now? Nothing ain't gonna change. And that's where the sickness come in many of you all. But let me explain to you about Omar. I don't entertain this young man. I don't listen to this young man. And I don't agree with this young man. In Sister Deborah, and that's the topic of going to oversee my whole message. The reason why what he says, I take to. Sister Deborah take to what is said that is right. What is said that is just. I'm a clear fan of that. I don't care who a person is, if they serving the devil and they say something that's right, I'm going to hear that right. I'm going to see him as a devil. But I'm going to hear that right. This young man said something 2 weeks ago on a video. And he began to talk about how he called people black. He called melanated people black. He think everybody comes strictly out of Africa. I don't think he believe in anything about the Hebrew Israelites and all of that. He just think all of us come from Africa. He's a Pan-Africa, a conscious thinker and a Pan-Africa thinker and believer. Now listen to this. I'm listening to this man this morning for a good, probably ain't even 4 or 5 minutes. And this man is speaking what I have said in the last 4 or 5 videos. Destroy. We are a people that destroy right here. We are destroyed. According to what is said in Deuteronomy 28, we reject truth. Once we can accept that this is destroyed, guess what? Yah will deliver us. Yah will deliver us. Because we have saluted Deuteronomy 28, the whole curse itself, the whole judgment itself, the whole chastising itself, the whole curse itself from beginning to the end. But what we do exactly what Hosea chapter 4 verse 6 said, in the midst of denying truth. See, where we're at, Sister Deborah has spoken in the last 3 or 4, 5, maybe 5 videos, we're in the corner. Until you are destroyed mentally and or understand, or with understanding, you are in the corner. Your hands is up. You surrender. See, in the corner means you surrender. Destroy me, you don't have nothing left. But when we turn around and try to outbeat my father's prophecy, the words that proceed out of his mouth, and we try to overbeat the curse, the judgment, the chastising, and the discipline, we're still where he said we are. But until we're understanding that this is his will, that we be exactly where we at. Oh, we're searching for the white man. People still talking about what the white man, or this man marrying this white woman marrying this black. What does that do for the darkness and the midnight hour we're in today? Because they cannot see where they're at. They think they're in the daytime. They think that they can category all the issues that's going on and be able to clear it up with their message. They think they have the power to give the right now message and the right now word out of their flesh. And when I say flesh, their flesh wisdom, their flesh knowledge, and their flesh understanding. And guess what? They in more pitch darkness than you are. But they teaching you. That's why they're able to teach you, because they can take you for a walk in the darkness of the darkness, and you're walking side by side with them, holding their hand. They don't even understand they're going to be judged for even getting and gaining all the glory and the honor. Just like the Satan. Same thing he did. He wanted it all. He wanted all the subscribers. He wanted all the likes. See, that's why y'all don't understand why Sister Deborah called it the devil's platform. It is. And it's going to be his. And once these platforms shut down, you watch these people. You ain't going to be able to see it. They're going to cave in like they was the evil of the evil from the beginning. They're going to cave in. It's not going to be any hope in them and what they're doing. It's not going to be there for them. Why, Sister Deborah? It's because they got their brownie marks. They got their payment on the earth from the devil. Gave them a check to deceive and manipulate the people to believe that their words were righteous. Their words were just. Their words were the way. And they people grab them by the hand and follow them to where they at today. And guess what? They're nowhere but in pitch darkness. There are clowns at the circus. Clowning. They take off all that clown stuff. You'll see the demonic spirit that they are. But they do a well job getting paid in the circus with the devil. So if you ever wonder, why is that lady always said on this devil platform? See, the reason why none of them would identify that it's the devil platform is because they've been dancing to the devil's music for too long. So they are part of the devil, just like of it in heaven. Do you think that 1/3 follows Satan because they just jumped up one instant and said, I'm going to follow him? No, they've been following him from the beginning. They've been desiring him. They've been subscribing to him. They've been liking him. They've been praising him. They liked his songs. They liked the way he looked. You see? That's why I call them clown clothes. Get out of these darn clown clothes. But if you decide you're going to continue to play in the circus and wear the clown clothes, all is well. But I come to bring no warning. Y'all is judging it because he had judged it. He already judged it in the heavens before it was spoken. Why? Because the word is him. It's in him. Now, you ain't going to teach these people that because you want them to think the word is in you. You want people to think you is the word. You want people to think you the light. That same thing Satan did with 1/3. And that's why 1/3 followed him and got kicked out of they beginning state where they reside. The beginning ground, heaven. Where my father resided, they got kicked out of. So what makes you think on this earth you ain't acting a clown like Satan act a clown in the heaven? So when you think about these subscribers and these likes and all these holy praises, baby, that's Satan in the heavens trying to steal the throne of the Father. You just on the earth trying to steal all the likes and all the praise and all the glory and all the subscribers. So good luck with that. Because when this mess shut down, Satan already know they're going to come stress, depression, and all kind of other demonic things coming upon you. Because you ain't going to be able to get those praises no more. You ain't going to be able to get those likes and those subscribers. You ain't going to be able to get that little check. So what is going to be like then? What is going to be like then? So back to Omar, this young man who's a Pan-African who talks all this about Africa. Okay, he lost without a cause, but he said something that was very powerful to me. That was right. See, Sister Deborah gave people the prompts when they speak right, because I know my Father is righteous. When they speak just, and I know my Father is just. So if you speak something and Sister Deborah heard, she's gonna give you that prompt for what you spoke that is right. Okay, because that is something that my Father is consists of. Righteous. Okay, so when Omar was on there on YouTube 2 weeks ago, maybe you all can go and listen to his video. I listened to him for about 3 or 4 minutes, and it just took me to hear a man that's so distant from Ohio, so distant from Ohio, tell the people. And then I listened to a couple of more of his messages. He's telling them the same thing. Guess what? The difference between him and I'm a prophetess in the wilderness. I speak spirit and truth. This man has not found his way. But it ain't that he know the way. You see? Because when you can sit and say, no, he might not know the way. He just know that the way that his people are conducting themselves. This man sitting here trying to piece together, why is it his people has lost it? Totally. He's saying the same thing that my last 5 videos were saying. Tribe of Judah, you're gone here. You're gone here. And you've been gone. And you're still going and going in great numbers. All these messages on this platform ain't no help for you. It's not a pill for comfort. So women and men, when you get on these devil platforms, you think it's your food? You think it's your medication? You think that, I don't deal with the Europeans and they this. When you finish and you think that these people on this devil platform, that the same nation that you're in is your medicine, you're sicker than they are. And guess what? You might as well take the Europeans' medicine, because guess what? You're dying in the spirit and you're dying in the flesh at the same time. Because these people on this devil platform is not going to feed you spirit and truth. They're not going to give you the medication for spirit and truth. They're not going to give it to you. They never did and they never will. It's just you was foolish to follow them. And if the great falling away already took place, that lead me to understand he gave them the opportunity to be on this devil platform to at least lead some of the people from the great falling away. But y'all said to me, Deborah, they did not. They led them to their own bosom. They showed them not how to praise me, how to honor me, how to glorify me, how to find the light, how to understand spirit and truth, and where it rests and where it resides and where it come from and where it ends. No, they want you to go straight to their page. And this young man, he was talking about everything that's going on. It bothers him. And in the way he was talking so, like he was so angry. But being a prophet is in the wilderness and knowing who I am in Yah, I was able to discern. It's not that he's angry. He's just uncomfortable with constantly seeing his people react the way that they are acting. But he's nothing he can do about it. He might as well dig his grave in one of these cemeteries and go and crawl up in there. And that's for each and every last one of you on this devil platform that have led these people for many years nowhere but to your understanding and to your flesh and to your wisdom and to your knowledge. It is not of Yah. He already said your thoughts are not his thoughts. Your ways are not his ways. You should have kicked your ways and your thoughts to the curve and head to his ways and his direction. But no, you wanted the praise. You wanted the subscribers in the light. So you didn't care if you did not give them spirit and truth, because you didn't have spirit and truth in you to give them. You claim your own truth because it sounded right. It felt right. And he constantly telling you from Genesis to Revelation, denying the truth, denying the power, denying truth. Because those are the things came with Yeshua HaMashiach. And we have denied even his walk. We have not picked up and followed him in any and everything he did. Instead, we looked at your ugly face on these devil platforms because you told us with your ways and your wisdom, your knowledge, and your understanding was the way. And you led the multitude that got fallen away your way. It was already thousands had fallen away, and you added on to it. But Yah said he gonna see you at the seat. At the throne shall he see you. So you might be glorified on this earth right now. You might be uplifted, and then you complain about how the stars and the singers and Beyonce and all these other singers, how they are doing. But Yah said you are matching them side by side when it come down to him. Because you're trying to get just as many praise as they get. You're trying to get just as much honor as they get. You're trying to get just as many likes as they get in fans. He said, stop that crap. Take off them clown clothes. Who you think you're fooling? Not those that's in the light. Because he said, if it was so, it will fool the very elect. And when you come upon the elect, as you have, that Yah has suffered to be on this devil platform to see the monkey and the chaos and the demonic and wicked conversation and issues, covering all the world issue. And if you only would have just thought, it's too late now, it's finished. Yeah, wait a minute. Just wait a minute. We need to go back We got to read this thing. We got to go back. We got to understand this in spirit and truth. We can't understand this in ourselves. Oh no, you didn't want to go there because you won't get the glory. So Omar, he chases his glory. But at that moment he was speaking, I remember probably about 4 or 5 years ago where he spoke that same thing. But this time, the way he spoke it, I saw the righteous for what it was. It is. Come on, baby, move your car. A lady got hit on a moped. Yeah, I think she's gonna be okay. Yeah. No, that's why I'm wondering why. Come on. Oh my goodness. Someone just got hit. I'm sorry. And they blocked the traffic. Someone just got hit. I just threw my whole mind off. Someone sitting in the road. Someone just hit him, and I'm sorry. Oh, They blocked everybody getting out of their cars, blocking the traffic. We all can't help her, okay? But everybody's getting out, and I'm trying to understand why is it they checked on her and it seems to be she's okay, she's responding and everything, so they waiting on the ambulance. But you need to move all these cars to the side, or else the ambulance can't get in, y'all. They all out of their cars looking, blocked all over the place. Now you hear the ambulance. It's just the mindset of people not realizing how in this situation we have lived throughout time. Always a lot of chaos, always shootings and issues. Learning how to address them the proper way and go about it, but we like to see, we like to review and see issues to where things are going on. We just like to be in the midst of a lot of things that's happening that's heartbreaking. Why? I can't explain that outside of Deuteronomy said, until we are destroyed. That is a powerful thing. And I'd like to say to you, I appreciate you all coming on, taking time to hear this video. I hope I wasn't off long. But now that all these not police, ambulance and fire truck and all that is coming, they can't do it. They can't even get in because the people have blocked all the way to keep them from even being able to even get near the young lady that's hit. And I'm like saying, ma'am, I appreciate it if you would move your car. Your car is the first car. And if you move your car, we can all move. It's no need in all of us being 2 miles long because your one car is blocking everybody. It just doesn't make any sense. And you know what, you all, I'm going to tell you something. There are times I speak out and I speak to people and I say things in the way I see it. And then I go back and I think about the way I say it and the way that I conduct my whole facial and my reaction. And I say, dang, did I do that? And every time I do that, I always look back at myself and think, dang, did I say it like that? Or did I do that? Even though I know that I had said it and I done it. But people yet respect me in the way I say things, my approach, and my style of the way I conduct myself. I'm not coming in no tender way, no easy way. Now, I might lose my life if it be the Father's will. I might get knocked across the head if it be my Father's will, but I'm a bold speaker when it come down to what is righteous. I was in this one location where I go to get my items for my thrift store, and it's called an outlet place, and I'm in there purchasing, and you have to look at all the stuff, and you get a whole bunch of people in looking and going through stuff, and this one guy, he gets in there, and I'm sitting here, and I'm like, oh, I hear him coming. You can hear him coming because he's throwing all stuff all on the floor, all cross toward me and cross my head. And I'm like, wait a minute. What's your problem? You got a problem? And yes, he was a Hebrew brother. He had to have been about 55. I said, you got a problem? Are you angry about something? You got some issues somewhere? And you should have seen him just melt. Because I caught him reacting in a way was unnecessary. And being so no one ever took him to that point where he's thrown off course or off balance because someone said something to him. It didn't matter if I was a male or female. It was the fact that why am I conducting myself this way? People, I can go out here and kill up 1 million people. Nobody ain't saying nothing. I can go and rob everybody. Nobody won't say nothing. I can go do anything I want to do and nobody say nothing to all of my wrongdoing, my wrong action, and the way I think, the way I feel, and the way I conduct myself. So in their minds, As long as nobody are approaching them in the area where they reacting wicked and evil, they gonna continue it. That's why I say all those that's been on this devil platform have not tapped in to what was spirit and truth. They tapped into their flesh to get a little check from the devil. They chose to give up what was spirit and truth that y'all could have caused him to know truth in the spiritual realm. They decide to stay in the flesh realm so that they can get subscribers and likes and praise. So be it. Keep your subscribers and your likes and your praise, and continue to talk about what the world is doing and not touching no base as far as spirit and truth. It threw this man off so bad. I mean, it threw him off. It was like he just melted. And at that moment, I was high. I came down. I realized this man has never been in a position where somebody asked him, "Do you have a problem?" After I walked away, in me, I was angry because I was saying to myself, why did he have to conduct himself that way? Why? The enemy knew I was there. I didn't even have to say a word to the people. There were so many people around. I didn't even have to say nothing to him because others were doing it too. But you ain't gonna come around me and stand and throw things around me like you lost your mind in a mental hospital. Okay? I'm not the one. So at that point, after I decided to go in another bin to look because of the way he was reacting, because I sat and I saw him just calm down. He said, I'm on this side and you on that side. That's the problem I was having. You throwing it at me, over me, on the side of me, over my head, on the floor next to me. Well, what's your problem? You got some issues? Well, that's not what this place is. This is a place where you purchase stuff. I'm in here to purchase things for my store, my thrift store. And if you're throwing it in my direction on the floor, I mean literally on the floor next to me and over my head, you got some issues. And I'm gonna call you out on it. So what I did is, I did. And it reminds me of in Atlanta, Georgia, okay? Me and my son and my daughter was together. They were a little younger. And I'm in line, and there's a black guy in front of me. No, he's in the back of me. And I'm the next person to ring out, okay? And because I'm waiting for my son to bring these 2 cans to me, I told the man in the back of me, he had his suit on. It was on a Sunday. He had his little suit on and everything. And I told him, turn in the back of me, and I said, you can go in, sir. You can go before me. I'm waiting for my son to bring the can. You know what this black man did? It was like 4 other people behind him. He went to the back of the line, turned to the back, and told the white lady that was in the back of the line, the only white lady in the line, she was in the back, the last one. He told her she can go first. After I let him go, he told her she can go first. Now, you understand, other people in line before her, behind him, black. But he gonna go get the only white and tell her she can go first. You all, I cut up from the floor up. First of all, I told her, you better get your butt back in that last line, the end of that line where you were. And then I sat in that line and I told him, and I made it loud and clear, how dare you bring her from the back of the line and let her pass all these other people, and I let you go first. We don't do that. I said, furthermore, that's why they do you men, you black men, the way that they do you. Because you all not just Uncle Tom. You're butt lickers. I degraded that man to the point when I walked out that door, I was still angry. I'm gonna let you go before me. Just waiting for my son to give me the can. You gonna go to the back of the line. He gonna turn, look in the back of the line, tell the white lady she can come up. She wasn't with him. When I finished with it, that man froze so bad, he froze. He froze. He just froze. Because honestly, I didn't tell it the way I'm telling it to you all now. But the way I said it to him, you all, I wish I had a recorder, could have recorded it so you can hear how professional I stepped into that man. It was very professional, and guess what? It was right. It was 100% right. Because when these Negro men understand that the way you all are conducting yourself, a lot of it has to do with the way that you have, the things that you are putting out, you are receiving in return. A lot of this wicked and evil you all are putting out is because you are putting out toward people, toward your mother, your father, your women, and your children. It's what the product of what you've been putting out. So when you're receiving this type of way that they are doing you, you best bet it's because you are putting it out. You're putting it out, and you're just getting it in return. So if any one of y'all want to run around here, keep coming, they doing this to our men, they doing this to us black people, you better wake up, baby. Because if you go back to if you go back to Ezekiel 36, and you hear how Ahijah explained it to Ezekiel, the ways of these people, I'm going to send them to a land like unto their own ways. So when you running around here thinking that y'all innocent because you are melanated, you sicker than sick can be. The devil ain't getting away with that. And y'all ain't letting him get away with it. Yeah, he might get away with it with you all playing this game. Oh, we melanated and they bothering us. We the children and they bothering us. We ain't done nothing and they bothering us. And until you understand, you are destroyed from here. And in this midnight hour where you are in the corner. Surrender your tail and give up. Repent while you in that corner, because you in the corner whether you know it or not. You are destroyed whether you know it or not. Sister Deborah gave an opportunity to see it for what it is. He waited till I was 58 years old to even take the heads from around me, because no matter where I went, nobody bothered me. You go on a job, I can be the only melanated person there, but guess what? You wouldn't have never known it, because I didn't take mess. I don't believe in going nowhere smiling at people. I got a beautiful smile. But you ain't gonna get me smiling and grinning and kick with people. Because it's not in me. It's not who I am. It's not who I'm going to be. It's just I'd rather be what Ahijah have created me to be than to be what man wants me to be. I'm not for it. And these clowns on these devil platforms don't even understand. They are connected to the great falling away. And the fall away that took place, they made so many fall away. And they don't even understand. Just because you get your likes, you get your subscribers, and you get praise. Oh, I like your word. I like your teaching. They don't understand. The falling away has nothing to do with that. The falling away is falling away from spirit and truth. See, they can't find their way in your message. They can't find their way in your words. They can't find their way in your knowledge. They can't find their way in your wisdom. They can't find their way in your understanding. Because spirit and truth don't come through you. So they got to find their way in spirit and truth, not in you. And if they don't find their way in spirit and truth and they decide to choose you, then guess what? They fall by the wayside. That's what you call falling away. The great falling away. Because they fell away because you decide that you'd rather for them to fall toward and forward toward you than the most high, a higher. We should be teaching, embracing, and accepting every choice on this earth that my Father has made. Every will. He only have one. His will, we should be saluting. His judgment, his chastising, his discipline, his correction, and his curse. We should be saying, praise the Most High Yah in the midst of all your doings. For it is just and it is righteous. Oh no. It got to be about us and our little check from this devil platform. So the young man, back to Omar, the young man was talking about he don't understand how is it we looking for so much And we don't look to have better stores. We don't look to have schools for our children. We don't look for, he's all right because you gone. Omar, in case you don't know, and I ain't listening for you to get this message because spirit and truth ain't gonna ever come to you until you accept my most high, a higher. And until you accept him, I ain't looking for this spirit and truth into your ears and nobody on this devil platform. You know, it's only for those in which knows the way to the narrow gate. And what did he already prophesied? Deborah, only few gonna get it. And that's all well with me. I have accepted that. That's a part of the endurance to know that no matter what you say, Deborah, on these devil platforms, what you do, how great your message is, it's not going to deliver the people in the condition that they are in. They in midnight darkness and they think they walking in light. They in the corner, Deborah, and they think they out here freely. They are gone here, Deborah, and they think that they got it going on because they on this devil platform. And they ain't telling these people, y'all gone. It's gone, y'all. When you accept that in great number, then you will see. Because to not accept it, now say for instance, if there is 1 million people and only 2 would accept what I am saying, guess what? The darkness is going to get darker and darker and darker. And if you know what darkness is at midnight hour, it's wicked. It's called wicked and evil. That's what darkness is connected to. That's why they were so anxious to call us black, and we're so anxious to be called black. You see how ignorant we are? Because we messed up here. They say go put red and blue scarves on. We go run and put red and blue scarves on and start killing each other. Anything they say to do. And who do this have to come to first? Who have to be seen as gone here first? The males. Because he visit the iniquity of the fathers for a generation. Because of the ways of the father rest there in its children. You see? Here. So the children are being destroyed as I speak. Even those who have not even been born. Why? Because the father is destroyed. They ain't gonna get it. So if you had 1 million people and only 2 got it, guess what? It's still going to linger because Yah is reaching a number that understands what Sister Deborah is saying. It ain't important for me to try to chase no number, y'all. Because that Lamb Book of Life was written before the foundation of the world. So if you're thinking I'm waiting for him to put my name in something, let me tell you something. It was past tense. That means it was in the heavens in him, just like the word was. Just like the power of his right hand connected to his right arm. And it is him. You lost, you just lost. And you're going to continue on that dark walk of being lost. Because you're praising the wrong ones. You're praising the people on this devil platform. You're honoring and you're glorifying them. And don't understand that now one of them are going to be able to show you the direction to the light. Now one of them going to show you the direction to spirit and truth. Now one of them going to show you the direction to what is righteous and what is just. Because they so busy wanting you to connect to their page to hear what they got to say about the world. So Sister Deborah, we'll be back again. And another thing I'm going to tell you, I noticed too. People are listening to Sister Deborah and they picking out parts so they can expound on different things. And you know what? Everything that they say still is wicked and evil. Because what they're thinking they can do is make something someone's saying feel good to them and to others. Same doing things Satan did in the heavens. All he wanted the angels to do is see Yah to be wrong, to see him to be unright, a place that they didn't want, just want him. That's exactly how these people on the devil platform is. They don't, let me say that. Let me tell you why. The Spirit came to me this morning when I was in the bathroom. He was saying, Deborah, say for instance, if you say something, If you say something, and no matter how much righteousness, no matter how much just and upright you speak, they want to counteract it in their message to make them feel good that you're not speaking the truth. He says, so this is how they do on this platform. That's why it is a devil platform. It's because they want what you say to feel wrong so they can feel right within themselves. Instead, he said, this is what he said, instead of them looking at you and saying, wait a minute, truly, this is a prophet of the Most High Yah, a prophetess of the Most High Yah. Truly, this woman is one of the Father's elect. They're not going to do that because it makes them realize that they're not who they said that they are. So they would have to go in, listen to what you say, counteract it by another message, go in and teach another message so they can gain praise for the message in which they can turn every word I say upside down so they can go get the praise. That is identical to the way Satan was in the heaven. They gained that 1/3. And it was all well. Was not it all well in Yah? Was not it all well in Yah? Yes, it was. Yah didn't have no problem with that. He didn't have not one problem with allowing Satan to take 1/3 out of his kingdom. Y'all better wake up. Y'all better wake up. He didn't have no problem. And that's why I'm saying to you all today, y'all need to stand down and stop all. I ain't going to tell y'all need to. Those that's out there that's listening to these clowns, y'all need to stand down and get into a relationship, a one-on-one spiritual relationship with the Most High Yah. Y'all need to get into your closet. And you need to get into your closet. You need to read for yourself and wait and tarry for the Ruach HaKodesh to teach you and show you and guide you. And he will take you to the light. He will show you things to come. He will reveal things to you. He will prophesize in you. He will be your comforter. But if you keep on thinking this devil platform is more of a comfortable comfort to you, you go right ahead. Shoot for what you think you know. But don't estimate or think for 1 minute. It don't end here. It ends in his will. That means it's something going on after this. So I, Sister Deborah, would say, and I thank the Father this morning for revealing that to me because I kind of knew it, but he wanted me to really kind of go over it and understand it in the spiritual realm that people are not after even hearing someone speak righteous, upright, spiritual, in the light. You know, people are not looking for that. People are looking for the opposite. So he's saying that those that are looking for stuff like that, let them go on because the great falling away is taking place. Who is in that great falling away? Everyone that Yah has numbered already to fall away from that which is not spirit and truth. So I, Sister Deborah, hope you got a lot out of this. And I will see you again. Shalom and shalom.